Squeaks, how are you doing? How's your weekend going? Thank you for stopping by. I don't know what it is about Han Xin that takes like extra time to think. Looks like Wu have problems with yellow turbans. Cai Mao requested the Duchy of Qi go to war with Zhongjiang. Living in harmony. Even those renowned for bumbling can somehow stumble into friendship. These two are not known for their elegance, but their burgeoning friendship is beyond reproach. You are glad to see it, even if their combined carelessness worries you greatly. Cao Wei and Xiahou. So where is Cao Wei? Cao Wei's up here, isn't he? He is. And he does actually have a gap in his army. So could we potentially put Xiahou in Cao Wei's army? We could. And he would get on fine with both of them. He's 34. Cao Wei is 20. Let's do it. So Xiahou, who was on campaign with Cao Ang, who suddenly decided he was an aesthetic and didn't like Xiahou anymore. Xiahou went, fine, fuck you, took his retinue back home, and then went and camped with Cao Wei instead, Cao Ang's brother. Love it. We have a mouse problem and I woke up to one on my pillow. Oh! You can't fall back to sleep? I'm sure my boring voice will put you back to sleep, even if there is a mouse in there. Xiahou. Seen that. Wow, there's a lot of people available to recruit right now. So, we don't have 1,000 anyway, so we can't recruit any of them. So let's not tantalise ourselves with looking. That's because we recruited Xiahou. So we need to pick a reform. Directorate of the Commandery requires regular palace attendance, which we were working our way towards, weren't we? And I believe it's now going to be available. There it is. It unlocks Saber Cav and a couple of buildings. Those with the ear of the Emperor may hear his words and interpret them as they see fit. So we go, we've got that. And what I'll do as well, because we've been streaming for about an hour, is I'll do, or just over, I'll do a quick save-a-roo. There we go. And we'll proceed. So I've played like 30 some hours of this game since it came out on Thursday, and it's only really in the last sort of day when I was playing it yesterday with Sarah, and she's learning the game from the start. It was her first few turns, so on her turns I was like super analysing what was going on in my land and like trying to get the harmony and stuff right with the right buildings and everything. And yeah, I've only just started learning this stuff because of it. Duchy of Qi commanded Liu Jiang to declare war on Zhongjiang. Challenger for the throne, the Duchy of Wu. Another warlord has declared themselves emperor. Is this the will of heaven, or are they a traitorous dog to be put to the axe? I'm going to come back to that event in a second. Humility. Due to their very nature, the truly humble are rarely spoken of. The work this court noble produces proves they derive satisfaction from the diligent completion of their responsibilities, rather than seeking recognition from their peers. Cao Ang. He is going to be getting plus 10 satisfaction for the next 2 years. Excellent. Right. Let's get rid of that. Assignments. Sun Ren and Zhu Minjuan were doing assignments in Chen. I'm going to send them back on that. Oh, I can't. They're coming back next turn. Okay. Traits gained. Shu has gained understanding. Does he understand why Cao Ang doesn't like him? 1 second, guys. Excellent, I have a sandwich. Right, what was I looking at? I was looking at whether Shuyo understands Cao Ong, and he doesn't. Fine. Kingdom of Wu, new capital. Okay, that's what I was going to say. When the game was in development, I don't know if it was changed at the last second, changed after people had played it, or whether it's just possible that CA were relaying the wrong information, but they made it sound as if when one person becomes a kingdom and declares themselves emperor, the next two powerful will then automatically do the same, whether they're a kingdom or not. And then that begins the end game three kingdoms piece. What actually seems to happen is that when three people have reached the kingdom rank and declared themselves emperor, that's when the three kingdoms endgame period begins and nobody else can become an emperor. But it's not a case of when one person does, the next two will declare as well. It's a case of the first three to get there, essentially, not the first to get there. So we already have the kingdom of Shu Han, we now have the kingdom of Wu, who are based, that's their capital is fucking miles away. And then it's a question of who's going to be next, which if we take a quick look at strength, the Duchy of Yuan are third strongest. Liu Cong is fourth. Duchy of Qi is sixth. So we're fifth then, most likely. The vassals, unfortunately, are not like correctly displayed in the rank structure, but I can see that Ma Shu and Yuan Shu are both lower than me, strength-wise. So you're going to be somewhere in the... I've yet to figure out how to see where you personally are on the rank scale. Like, there's not like anywhere you just look. The way I figure it out is put it in strength order by doing this. The red arrows are above you. The green arrows are lower than you. You're going to be somewhere in amongst the yellow lines. So if Gongsun Zan, the Duchy of Yan, is third, and Liu Cong is fourth, but the Duchy of Qi is sixth, then we've skipped fifth. So that we must be fifth. That must be where we are. So we could still maybe get there before the Duchy of Yan does. I don't know if we will. It'd be nice if we did, because then we'd have the real three kingdoms, Shu, Han, Wu, and Wei, instead of Shu, Han, Wu, and Yan, which we might end up with. But we'll see. Where are we at? Right. Buildings. Chen has built the Secretariat of the Commandery. It can now still upgrade its academy to an academy complex, which grants 16% character experience faction-wide. So we're going to do that. Trade with Zhongjiang has been suspended because she has lost her ports, by the looks of things. Oh, because she's lost almost everything. She's got 3 settlements left. And yeah, she's lost the port that she had on the river, which is probably how we were trading. Wang Gong has leveled up. Good job, Wang Gong. We'll give him scholarship. When we do eventually make him an administrator, he'll give plus 40% income from commerce, silk and spice. I think he's more likely going to be a civil officer than anything else. We're making minus 10 food all of a sudden. Why? Okay, well, I know that we had somebody on an assignment in Guangling that is not there now. Xiahou Dun can do it. Right, okay, which commandery produces the most food? Donghai. That one. Which you need to own the capital in order to do assignments, and we don't own the capital of Donghai. So who makes the next most? Jianye. Jianye, rather. Xiahou, I'm going to need you to go on assignment in Jianye and try and generate some food, please. Right, and then that looks like we've dealt with everything we can deal with. So we're going to end the turn. I'm going to mute my mic and I'm going to eat some sandwich.
强势领导才能稳定。随你。
Okay, we gained a guard ancillary, which I'm going to hold on to for a little bit. There are a bunch of people available to recruit. Not sure we'll be able to afford them. We're still making -3 food, which is not fantastic. Apparently Guangling is the only city that can afford to upgrade right now, and it's only its Confucian Shrine that can go up, which I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep that there, so I'm not going to do. Which pretty much looks like that's the end of the turn, so I'm going to end the next turn, mute my mic and have some more sandwich. I'm quite amazed that we didn't have any diplomatic developments in the last 2 turns. Sun Run has gained the trait Philanthropic, which most of the flipping faction seems to have. And Cao Zhen has gained the trait Solitary, which means he disregards sociability. Where's Cao Zhen? He's still fine with with the people in his army. So that's good. And we've gained a noble sword. A couple more people to recruit. Alright. Chen is still upgrading that building. So let's jump to Yingchuan, which is our second priority. Do we want to go that way? Or do we want to go that way? So the market officer sacrifices 10% trade influence in favour of +2 undercover network cost for enemy spies. I don't know whether we want to do this line or that line. Let me have a little think. Oh! Now I actually know how trade influence works. Excellent. Well, I know what it does, rather. I think in that case, considering that... oh no, this is Yingchuan, not Chen. Which means it is on the border. I'm not sure yet. Oh, there's a choice in here as well. I switched because I thought I'll just pick a building that's easy to pick. And there's a flipping choice here as well. Less corruption. Do we have a currency in Chen? Yes, we do. So your corruption is at 4%. Yingchuan's corruption is at 5%. So is that 10% corruption faction-wide or just in this commandery? I'm guessing since it doesn't say, it means in this commandery. I think I'd rather have the actual money and not worry about the corruption. So Guangling, again with the Confucian Temple. It's currently enjoying +6 public order, 4 of which is being provided by the Confucian Shrine. But that means even if we took it out, we'd still have +2. It needs to focus on commerce and food production. And in actual fact, we're really not doing well for food production. So it might be an idea for us to get a land surveying office in there instead. So I'm going to get rid of that temple, or that shrine. Right. We don't have any markers left. We do have 81 credibility, which is enough to start a proxy war if we want to. Let's have a look at who's doing what these days diplomatically. Shu Han are at war with Lu Bu and Zhengzhang. Zhengzhang definitely looks like she's not going to last. Lu Bu, who is 10th, so he's significantly weaker than us. Wu likes him, apparently. But they're the only ones. Them and Zhengzhang, who's about to die. And he is at war with the Yuzhong, Cai Mao, the Duchy of Qi, Yuan, and the Kingdom of Shu Han. Was Liu Song in there? No. Lu Bu is struggling. we could kind of do with Lu Bu, like, strengthening his position in northwest China, as much as that sounds weird. Because then he could oppose whatever's going on over here. The Kingdom of Shu Han. Wow, they're really not... They're hostile with Yan. We could trigger a proxy war between the two of them. But Shu Han would probably win if we did. Because Yan is third strongest and Shu Han is first. If they were second strongest, I'd definitely do it. But I think we'd have to jump on the other side of Shu Han to really make that work. Qi are managing to keep both Shu Han and Yan happy. Wait a minute, what? That looks like Gongsun Zan considers Liu Bei to be his best friend, but Liu Bei hates Gongsun Zan? Yeah. No. Liu Bei loves Gongsun Zan. Gongsun Zan is hostile to Liu Bei, but Liu Bei is like... adores Gongsun Zan. Wow, okay. Well... he's definitely gonna... I think Yan's definitely gonna go to war with Shu Han at some point. Guys, I bought some cookie dough ice cream, some Ben & Jerry's cookie dough ice cream yesterday, and I am really looking forward to it. I don't know why I felt the need to share that, but I did. Right. Liu Bei has something of a friend in Liu Song. Or Liu Song. Where the hell's Ma Shu? How did Liu Bei vassalize him? He's on like the other side. Alright, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go to Liu Song. I'm gonna negotiate. And I'm gonna say that Kingdom of Shu Han. They're a bunch of dicks, really, aren't they? So then if we click back on them, Liu Song still loves him. Trying to figure out which way round this actually worked. Cao Cao's manipulations there. Liu Cong's attitude towards Shu Han. We could lower that by another 20, which would take it down to 9. Let's do it. Shu Han. Okay, and then if we click Liu Bei, he's still green. But if we click him, Alright, maybe we spend a bit more. Till we've convinced Liu Cong that Liu Bei's not good for him. There we go, now they're starting to not like each other. Trending towards -23. Oh good, they're on a downward shift. How much credibility have we got? 6 left, so we can't do any more. But we may have done some damage there to Liu Bei's friendships. And that's all we can do for the rest of the turn. What I need to do is prioritise getting Cao Ang's army sorted out so we can get him on his way south again. So that's where the money's going from now on. You would like a guard who is complete garbage, so sure. It'll make you happy and it gives me more money. I'm fine with that. Replace your dead general. Who died? Ha! Shuyo died in Cao Ang's army. Okay. Well, we don't have any available strategists in the court. We would have to employ one. But we could potentially employ Wang Fu. He's fiery. Ambitious. Wait, Cao Ang doesn't like ambition, does he? That's not really telling me. But we can hand Shuyo's retinue over to somebody else here. So we might want to try do that. Fan Chou doesn't like Cao Ang. It really doesn't make sense to hand the retinue over to anybody other than a strategist. And there's only one available strategist. But I feel like Cao Ang's not going to like him because he's ambitious. He's also got Warriors of Yi, which are unique to Yuan Xiahou, which is where I stole him from. So I don't want to lose this retinue because it's got a unique unit in it that I can't get. He's already got a vanguard. One of my mates, Tim, saying, I swear half the generals I hire are spies. They probably are. Alright. It looks like the only option other than hiring somebody where it doesn't seem to give you a speech bubble to indicate whether they would get on or not. Maybe because you don't know them as a person? I don't know. The only person who would potentially get on with both Cao Ang and Yangzhou is Juye. He's a sentinel, which is not ideal because we're giving him a strategist's retinue. But maybe we just give it him. He's 26. Cao Ang is 42 and Yangzhou is 28. I think we give it Juye. Shu Han commanded Master Chou to attack Lu Bu. Okay. A friendship forming. The bonds of friendship will be China's salvation. You see that 2 of your warriors are spending more and more time together. Laughing, training, ribbing. Such a bond can only be beneficial. Fan Chou and Sun Run again. They're really getting on. Shuyo has died at the age of 63 of natural causes. More peeps for recruiting. Right. Money priority is sorting out Cao Ang's army. He has got... Problem is, these units are all pretty damn well experienced, so I don't really want to swap them out either. So, Yue may just need to have a strategist's retinue for a bit. Mounted Lancer Militia. Swap unit to Tiger and Leopard Cav. And actually, I'm gonna swap the other one to Tiger and Leopard Cav as well, which is basically all my money gone for now, but that's fine. Guangling apparently has space to build something else. What did I say I was going to build in here? Land development, wasn't it? Which I can't afford. So that's that turn. Is it? What's going on in court? Shuyo was my Chancellor, so I now have an available Chancellor slot. I see. Chancellor is responsible for civil affairs. Wang Gong has become a legendary character. I feel like we should promote Cao Run to Chancellor, really. He's old, but he's been a loyal follower, a great general, a decent administrator. So I think he becomes the new Chancellor. Which means I need a new general to guard Yingchuan. Fan Chou is 55. But he has been around for a long time, even though he hasn't fought very much for us. He's been around a long, long time. Can we see how long he's been around? Pretty sure we can. Yeah, since 200 AD, and it's like, what, 220? So... Oh, he's not fantastic, but I think we give Fan Chou the position of administrator. 9% less construction cost and 1k population growth. In Yingchuan, yes. Why can't I give it... Oh, maybe I have to wait for Cao Run to be officially out of there. Till, like, next turn, so... We'll do it then. It is currently 219, yeah, so... Fan Chou has been with us for 19 years. Cao Run's been promoted. Cao Cao and Cao Run are finally friends. They showed great promise and were promoted to office accordingly. Fantastic. Alright. Oh, we're on -5 food again. How are we losing all this food? We can put 2 people on assignment. Do any of those assignments boost food? Doesn't look like it. What does Chen makes its money from peasantry mostly, but we could put Cao Cao on assignment in Chen. It is the capital, so why not? Guangling has space, but we haven't got any money. Oh, we did have Yingchuan was on assignment doing overseas construction in Chen, wasn't she, before? So let's put her back on that. And then we'll end the turn, because there's not really much we can do. Senpai, maybe all your citizens do nothing but eat all day. It's certainly starting to feel like it. The Duchy of Yuan requests to join your coalition. The Kingdom of Wu will say yes, so I might as well say yes. That's quite a little power block that we formed. I think that's the second, third and fifth strongest in a coalition now. So we'll take a look at that when we get to this next turn. Han Xin's turns, man. I don't know what that dude is doing. Like, maybe he's developing a flipping nuclear warhead or something, because it seems to take a long time for his turn to figure itself out. Yuan joined the coalition of Cao Cao. I don't think it's mine. Liu Cong declared war on Lu Bu, which means that the Duchy of Qi and Liu Cong have gone to war with Lu Bu. Challenge success. What? Through cunning, the capital is saved and legitimacy secured. Control the Luoyang? Is it because... does it count if it's a coalition person that owns it? Must be Gongsun Zan's territory. So we get 5 turns of 6k population growth. 5 turns of +6 public order, and 5 turns of 15% income from peasantry. And now we get a new challenge. The Tao assume the coalition's legacy. The coalition was once ascendant, but is fallen low and useless. Its former power is ours now, but we must have the seat of its former leader. Wei must be ours. Control the following 2 settlements, either through direct ownership or military allies, that's why. Ye, small regional city, and Yo Bei Ping. It says completed for both, so I'm wondering if that already has happened. Living in harmony. There is art in subtlety, but truth in being direct. Truth forms the solid bedrock of a strong friendship built to last. 2 of your retinue, unflinchingly honest, are building their friendship on this basis, never afraid to tell one another the hard truths. Their bond is wrought in them. Cao Zhen, my son, and Cao Ren, his uncle, are friends. So that's that. That's mission issued. Mission success for the last one. Character developments. Cao Ren is ready for duty. We've gained a craftsman. Income from industry and administrated commandery. Alright. First off, let's see if we can put Fan Chou in Yingchuan, which we can now. Excellent. Then what I want to do is make sure that Fan Chou has equipment that's going to help him with that job. Because he's basically got nothing. He's not commanding. Plus 20% food production. That's not really a food producing settlement. Income from industry. Is it a particularly industrious place? No, not really. Alright, what about in here? Income from peasantry increase. It's mostly commercial in here. So I don't really think we've got anything that can help Fan Chou do his job. Unless we've got an item that increases... the iron sickle increases his expertise by 6. Which currently his expertise gives him minus 9% construction cost. With the sickle, it's minus 11%. So that's probably worth giving him. Now there's something else that I want to know as well. Like, obviously his retinue is now included in the defense forces of Yingchuan. But is it possible to recruit to his retinue? What the heck? See, this is something that I'm not 100% sure on. Because I think Fan Chou's retinue is locked, like, he goes in there with the retinue that he already had, and you can't add to it. So, surely it's better to have generals that that have been generals that have a full retinue, and use them as administrators more often than not. Right. Money priority is on getting Cao Ang moving again. Yangzhou has 4 spaces in his retinue. We have 6 spear infantry, 5 archers and a treb, 2 shock cav. So I think what we really need is saber militia, because we've got no swords. So Yangchun's going to have them, because Juye inherited a strategist retinue, which I don't really want to change. So it's going to be an interesting little army, but it's on its way now. Guangling still has space to build something, and we're going to do land development because we need extra food. So, land surveying office, there we go. And it's reform time. Excellent. Right. While we're doing reforms then. That's requirements met. Your next requirement is met. We also require Office of Arts and Crafts. So let's target that. Where's that going to be? It's there, which means we need to get government enterprises first, which is 10% income from industry. If China is to thrive, only the state can make it so. That's not true. Captain Picard can make it so. Or at least he can say it, and Riker can make it so. Guys, I really appreciate everybody who's hanging out with me on this wonderful Sunday. Especially if you are, you know, in the UK when you have a long weekend, because we've got tomorrow off. You know, I know that you guys could be going like to the seaside for a couple days or whatever, or you know, there's all manner of stuff you could do. And just generally, anybody watching the stream, I know you guys are spoiled for choice with Total War 3 Kingdoms right now in terms of streams, so I really appreciate everybody tuning in. Shu Han has signed a peace treaty with Lu Bu. Yuan Shu requested Wu go to war with the Han. Xiahou declared war on the Kingdom of Wu. Challenge success, because we did get those cities through alliance. So now we get 5 more turns of 8k pop growth, 7 extra public order, and 10% income from peasantry. And we get a new strategy. Through wise strategy, the Cao triumphs. The people love the Liu family, and the Lius claim to love them too. The Sun also foster the Southlands with seeming compassion, but both have far greater aspirations. These desires can be entertained no longer. Destroy them both. The Kingdom of Shu Han and the Kingdom of Wu. That's not going to happen for a long time. Liu Jiang has been confederated by Shu Han. Friendship forming. Can friendship bloom on the battlefield? It would appear so, as two comrades find comfort in one another, laughing, training and dining together. Their bond is emblematic of the strength that will reunify China. Xiahou and Shu Miao. Right, scene. Sure. Yep. Wow, there's a hell of a lot of people in there. Right. Chen. We can improve the academy complex up to a grand academy, which gives 20% character experience faction wide. Let's get that on the way. Right, now. You're mustering, so I'll let you muster. Because if you move whilst mustering, which is this symbol, mustering gives you extra replenishment when you've recruited some units. But if you move, you'll lose it. So I'm going to leave them standing still while they sort that out. Yingchuan has -5 public order. Probably because it's eating into its reserves. Which everybody is going to be if we don't get food sorted out. So we're on -3 food. Let's see if we can get some off anyone. Yuan Shu doesn't have any. Lu Bu is rich in food. And I'd rather empower somebody small than give more stuff to the big guys, so I will request... Why can't I... What? It says he's rich in food. What are you talking about? Okay, apparently I can't ask Lu Bu. Liu Cong. Can we further ingratiate ourselves with Liu Cong? No, we can't. We could ask the Han. Can we have 5 food, please? What would you want for that? A regular payment of 54. You know what? We'll make it a regular payment of 580. Which will hopefully improve their opinion of us a little bit. In fact... There you go. We'll give you 650. Yeah, the Koreans definitely seem to love Total War 3 Kingdoms. There's a lot of Korean streamers streaming this. I mean, the list is massive, man. There's got to be English-speaking ones on it. Other than me. Which is why I appreciate everybody who's choosing to spend their time watching Free Kingdom streams with me. Liu Zong wants a craftsman for 1200. I kinda want that craftsman though, Liu Zong. It grants income from industry. No. Han Xin with his nuke building turn. Wu pulled Yuan in against Xiahou and the Han. Right. You're still mustering. You need 2 turns. So I guess the spring of 221 is when we will continue south with Caowang. Oh yeah, by the way, no, wrong button. I said I was going to look at the new coalition, didn't I? So the coalition that we're in is Wu, us, and Yan. It's pretty darn ferocious. Shuhan. Oh, wow, Liu Bei is in deep shit. Nobody likes him. Which actually, I may want to make sure that my armies on the border with him are, you know, better prepared. So let's train some Jian Sword Guard cavalry there. It also boosts them up 5 ranks because they were rank 1s. Dongxi has 2 Tiger and Leopard Cav. Definitely don't need more than 2 of those, but we could do with some more Cav. Then we're going to have 6 Cav total, so that'll be more than enough. We need to get some archers in there, and maybe some melee troops if we can. And somebody's leveled up. Xiahou Yuan. Zeal, Fury, Passion. Do not hold back what clamours for release. I'm just going to pick that because there's not really anything else that can help him in his current role. That's all we can do. Wow! Liu Bei wants military access for almost 6 grand. I'm going to reject though, because I don't want him to be able to get more powerful. He's still first, right? No, he's second now. Who's the most powerful then? Wu's overtaken him. Ooh. This is getting... You know what? If Wu's the most powerful, I'm going to let him have military access for 6 grand and hope that he goes to fight them. Most people are not going to like it, but that's fine. I need them to like tear each other apart. Do you think there's anything to that, Senpai, that the Koreans love taking over China? Is that indicative of some greater national desire, or is it a coincidence? Liu Cong's alliance declared war on the Han. God, the Han are getting it hard. Friends! Whilst serving together in office, I found this one to be most agreeable. Cao Pi and Juye. More characters to recruit. Alright. We need to prioritise the money spend on getting these armies sorted. You know what? I am going to get mounted archers for Dongxi's unit. Potentially they could be mobile, but if not, we'll just dismount them and use them as archers. They need to be swapped. We'll get another unit of Sabre militia. Right, hang on. range 200. Range 200. Ammunition for mounted archers 42. AP damage 20 versus 20. Ranged attack rate 15 versus 47. Is there any reason to not just get mounted archers? Virtually everything seems to increase. Alright, well in that case let's just get 2 more mounted archers for her. And then with these chaps we'll swap them. Oh, that's unfortunate. We can't swap them for their own unit and just make them level 6. So I guess we swap them for some G militia and then swap them back. God, that's really stupid. So we'll swap them back next turn. Cao Pi's army is full. Cao Wei's army is not. Let's get him a couple trebs. And a couple mounted archers, because I really don't see how they're not as good. And then these archer militia, oh, we can't afford to do anything else. Right, okay. Cao Ren has leveled up. I think we'll teach him some diligence, just because the industrious need no orders to galvanize them into action. And then Wan Gong has leveled up to level 3. We'll give him intuition for the preparing him for the income from industry, 15% for administered commandery. Understanding cannot be taught, only felt instinctively. And that's all we can do. How do I decide if I should take the money, Senpai? Usually I almost always do, unless it's something that I'm planning on, like, if somebody's offering me money for an ancillary that I'm planning to make use of, or I'm just waiting for the right place to use it, then I'll refuse. Kingdom of Wu requests your military support against the Han Empire for 4,808. Well, we were hoping to get down there and vassalize the Han by defeating, like, helping them rise up against Xiahou, but this probably means that we can take some of their territory anyway, and we get paid a small fortune to do it. So let's do it. Oh shit. When did we sign that? No, then I can't. You've heard Korea, Japan and China don't like each other too much? I guess that makes sense. They have had some pretty hefty conflicts with each other in the last few hundred years. And beyond.